Alright, let's get Saturday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This is called Tactical Slow Clap. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, so it seems like my bishop is very trapped here. I got a queen. I'm also pretty close to making a queen here. This is a check. It's definitely a check. I don't know if it does anything. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. This is kind of strange, you know? My bishop can't really move unless it takes this pawn. Pawn takes... Alright, so I'm down a rook currently with the pawn that's about to promote. Oh, this forks the rook. That's got to be interesting, right? Because that's like gonna promote this pawn probably. So here, like I was thinking maybe the knight could even like sacrifice and it wouldn't be that big of a deal for black. But I'm forking the rook there. So I imagine I would just take the rook and then promote a queen, right? That seems super reasonable. It's hard to... What else am I going to do? You know? If I go here, the only way to protect the rook is for the queen to block, but I would take the queen with the pawn. And that looks great. I mean, it's got to be this, right? I can't imagine a scenario where I'm not doing that. I think I'm going to do this and see what happens. Cool. Wow, king moves out of the way was not what I anticipated there, but I can take the rook and then it seems like I'm promoting. There's no mate threat from black. Like I might lose this bishop, but I'm making a queen, dude, you know? So I'm gonna go here. And then I just make a queen, right? Is there a mate or something? Am I getting checkmated? Is that what I'm missing? Because I'm threatening checkmate, it seems like. I just queen, right? Like what am I worried about something here? This doesn't do anything. I don't think anything's happening here. There are no like scary checks with the queen. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a queen, dude. Okay, so it's felt like there had to be something going on there because it's Saturday and these are usually really hard. I don't really understand. Do I take the pawn first? It seems like that just gives black the ability to give me a check, which I don't really want to do. Tough for me to understand this one. So I mean, in what world am I not making a queen? Why would I not make a queen here? Feels like I have to give a check. And I don't have very many. Like I could go here, but even the knight can take that. I don't understand. Why would I not make the queen? Do I take the pawn? I don't push the pawn, do I? I really don't know. I don't know what this is. Why would I not promote this pawn? What am I missing there? What am I missing? Is like this scary? It does like it threatens checkmate if the knight were to go here. But wouldn't I just really like a queen? Like I could just give serious checks at the very least. Do I promote something that isn't a queen? What am I missing here? I need a hint. This pawn. Are you serious? What? What am I missing? What is that? How am I supposed to even understand that? So, was the pawn sacrifice scary? Oh man, if the pawn sacrifice I had to take, and there probably was a checkmate. Interesting. Let me look at that quick. Alright, so if I had gone here, it's a draw. H3 check, and I have to take it. It's forced because my king doesn't have anywhere else to go. So I have to take the pawn, and then this, F1, Queen F1, H4. They do have two moves there. Okay, Queen F1. This is a lot to calculate, dude. Seems like kind of an insane puzzle. I got most of the way there. Just didn't see this weird draw that exists. I'm not very good at spotting draws. G4. So it's saying here, D1. Alright, so black can yo-yo, and if I was on this square, the knight could check. Yeah, what happens if what if I went here? G6. And I just end up here anyway. And this happens? Okay. Let me try and run that back. Alright, so kind of tough sequence here. I feel like the first moves are relatively intuitive. And there's like a really tough draw that you have to spot. So I'm about to promote this pawn. My queen is in a pretty solid spot here. I can give a check on this square. And after looking at that for a second and like thinking about either of these two pieces blocking, I noticed that this check also forks the rook. So I'm checking the king, attacking the rook, and also threatening to get behind my pawn. And that's exactly what happened in the puzzle. There's not a whole lot for black to do here. the king just moves out of the way in the puzzle, which was surprising. But I can just take the rook for free, and I'm supporting this pawn push, which looks like it should definitely be the last move in the puzzle, because if I push this pawn forward, I make a queen, and I can give a bunch of like really brutal checks to the king. But black does have this one resource here where you push the pawn, and I absolutely have to take that because my king is trapped. So the point is that if I were to queen, the pawn would push. I would have to take it, and then black can just give perpetual checks a few different ways. It's really hard to spot. I'm like not very good at seeing draws like that. But the point is that I push this pawn, disallowing this pawn from pushing forward and drawing my king into the open, and then I'm just going to be able to queen the pawn eventually. So the move is this to end the puzzle, which is the hardest move of the puzzle by a lot, I think, and it's really tough to understand, but that's the puzzle, dude. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.